Here's a look at how the video game publishers are trading today. Activision, Electronic Arts, Take-Two Interactive. You notice Electronic Arts, sort of an outlier there, up 3.2%. They got an upgrade at Think Equity earlier today. Media moguls, meantime, industry power players, they are meeting in Sun Valley, Idaho, and that is where we find CNBC's Julia Boorstin with the CEO of Activision Blizzard. Is the first on CNBC interview. Hey, Julia.
Thanks so much, Rebecca. Yes, we're so glad that Bobby Kotick, CEO of Activision Blizzard, took some time out of his big meetings here in Sun Valley to talk to us. Bobby, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Julia.
So, Bobby, I know one of the big panels yesterday was on the economy. And obviously, video games is a consumer-facing business, which really relies on the health of people just wanting to go out there and spend money on entertainment. What's your sense of how the consumer is doing, and what's your outlook for the economy?
I'm probably not the most well-equipped person to speculate on the future of the economy, but with respect to video games, it's a very low-cost form of entertainment. When you look at the dollar cost per hour, it's probably the most efficient form of entertainment that you can buy. There's more variety today. The new hardware, whether it's the Wii or on the PC online, you have much more diversity in the experience than ever before. And I think it satisfies all the disparate needs of consumers from an entertainment perspective.
And your company's results have been ahead of Wall Street expectations on the strength of really big franchises like Guitar Hero, Call of Duty, and World of Warcraft. What does the rest of the year look like for you? And do you think you could keep up that outperformance?
You know, I've gotten myself into the mode over the last few days of thinking about the next 5 and 10 years of our business. And when you look out over the next 3 to 5 to 10 years, one of the things you realize is that as production values get better, as the social interactions, whether it's voice over IP or instant messaging integrated into video games, or the physical part of the experience like the Wii, these are really great catalysts for expansion of our audience. And we're still in the early days in markets like Western Europe, in China. We've had very little success in developing markets. So I'm relatively pessimistic about the economy. I'm very optimistic about the ability for video games to satisfy entertainment needs of consumers.
Now, earlier at the conference, I was talking to Sony CEO Howard Stringer, who reiterated that he doesn't have any plans to cut PlayStation prices. But I know that you've said publicly that you're very concerned about the price of the PlayStation 3. What's your take on this situation?
So it's a great opportunity to articulate what I think is really important about these hardware devices, that you have a very sensitive consumer marketplace right now. You have the highest unemployment we've seen since I've been the CEO of the company. And I think that it wasn't directed specifically to Sony, but generally the lower the hardware price points are, I think the more consumers will be willing to purchase the new hardware devices. And I think more importantly, all of those companies, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, will see much higher unit volumes of software. So whatever they might do in terms of price reduction on the hardware, they will make back many times over in software sales.